fabric from the land of the five rivers.
Years ago, when we came to Los Angeles, I really believed that the greatness of the Raiders would be in its future.
We live.
Yes, sir.
Man, we live, man, after a Raiders win. Finally.
Yeah, finally.
Finally, they got a win after losing 4 straight. They open the season with a win, and then they lose 4 straight. See how that crazy how the Raiders season is going.
So
right
what
now,
you trying to say? Is another 4 at the
Nah. I mean, well, hey, who knows? But they do got the next game is against the hated, division rival Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead, and then they head into their bye week. We're gonna get into obviously the conversation about the game. We're just gonna get in. We just wanted to chop it up with y'all, man, after a win. Obviously, we've been talking to y'all after a loss, so we gotta be, we're gonna keep it positive, but also realistic. Positive and realistic. Yeah. I think that's gonna be the theme of today's conversation, man. Salute to everybody pulling up. Dominique in the building. He says, "What's up, fellas, man? Appreciate you pulling up, my guy.
What's going on with you, dog? My man don't sleep, bro. My man don't sleep. He's everywhere. But hey, for real though, I'm with you, man. Realistic at the same time. You can say, look, just enjoy the win, which I did. And which I am. I'm enjoying the win because at the end of the day, we've seen so few. But at the same time, we do got to be realistic about where we're still at, and what next week will, how we have to play next week in order to even sniff a win.
Facts, man. Frank in the building, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Ben, what's going on, man? Appreciate you pulling up. Turf in the building, man. Salute. Turf, we got to get you on soon, man. We got to have you pulling up soon, man. Hope all is well with you, brother. That being said, let's just not waste any time. Let's just get into the conversation. Derek's not fooled. He's like, get rid of Pete Carroll.
Hey, I can't be mad at you, bro.
Raider 331 says we still trash. I love your show, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you pulling up. We gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. So obviously the Raiders won 20-10, which I predicted. Y'all been watching Around the Shield weekly. We do the NFL picks, and obviously we predict the Raider game of all games. We got to predict that game, and I was like, the Raiders are gonna get this W, 20-10, get the win, 20-10. That, and they did, man. The final score was 20-10. And it was led by their defense. Defense dominated. Offense played okay. You know, I thought that they had a game plan that was, I think, probably similar to what they were trying to do with the Colts, but that game got out of hand, and you know, it is what it is. You know, that was a loss in Raiders win-loss column. But the Raiders won today. Genty, look, I think they're figuring out, you know what, the offense needs to go through Genty at the end of the day. That's the Raiders' best chance to win. And then when, you know, if Brock Bowers comes back healthy, I'm not saying he's never going to be healthy. It's just someone, you know, on social media put this out here, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, should the Raiders shut down Brock Bowers for the rest of the season?
It depends. Like, this is the thing. As far as Brock, it's only a PCL strain. I saw what you're saying. I saw that same tweet. But it's only a PCL strain. If the coaching staff didn't mismanage what he was at the beginning, he probably had already be on the track to be back by now. But it's the fact that they rushed him out, and now it's just, you know, he has to sit down. That's the only thing he can do. I don't even think he's gonna come back until after the bye week, like in Jacksonville. That's when I think he's gonna come back. As far as the game, bro, like the defense carried, which has been doing the entirety of the season. Let's be honest with ourselves. Every game. Oh yeah, for sure. Every game we play, bro, the defense has kept us in the game. Every single game. You know, it's just today that the offense did just enough for us to win the game. But at the start of that game, man, the offense was trying to hand it to we was trying to hand it to Tennessee for a little bit, where it was like, all right, man, you know, we're not getting no drives started. Once again, receivers outside of Trey Tucker are non-existent. Like, you know what I mean? Where's Jacoby Myers, bro? Where is he? You know what I mean? You know, I clamor for Besh to get in there, but, you know, Besh didn't get any targets. But then we got to think about this. The way that the game was unfolding, we could tell Chip Kelly was like, hell no, you ain't finna fuck the game up on my watch. Not on my watch. You gonna throw it to 5 yards or 2 yards and let them run after catch. All right, we ain't gonna do none of that deep shit that you've been doing. And even still, with that game plan, the man threw a pig. Even still.
Right. Nah, I think, you know, at the end of the day, like Geno, he's struggling. You know, he's struggling to say the least. Like, he's thrown 3 interceptions two different times. Should have had probably a third game with, like, he has a league leading 10 interceptions, and the pass that he threw for an interception, what were you? I don't even know what you're thinking. Yeah,
what was he thinking, Pharaoh?
So the biggest problem with Geno right now is, like, man, you've been in the league for 10 plus years, and your decision making,
it's trash.
Exactly.
It's trash.
And in his post game presser, he said, "Oh, you know, I was trying to throw it out of bounds. I was trying to throw it out the way, throw it out of bounds." But
what? No, see, like, bro, like, stop it. Stop. No, you weren't. You tried to make a play that wasn't there, and that's what you continuously do throughout the season. You know what I mean? Try to make a play that's not there, bro. As far as, you know, I don't know what the hell he was talking about when it came to the lake or the ocean, whatever the hell he was talking about. And he jumped in. Hey, bro, you gotta do whatever maybe Aaron Rodgers did. Get up in that ayahuasca. Get up in them drugs or something like that. Right. Get your mind altered, because right now, whatever you thinking, whatever you seeing, bro, it's not working for you. You feel what I'm saying? Get the local Vegas mushroom man to open your third eye up, and whatever you need to do. But as of right now, bro, like that ocean lake shit, I don't know what the hell you talking about. We need something stronger than that, because every game, hey, we got to thank Christ it wasn't a fumble either today, because it was close. It was close that he almost gave them 7 points. So it's like, dog, it ain't nothing to do with luck. You are not seeing the field. You are not making the plays that are there to be made. Like, all these underneath throws that we had today, Pharaoh, you could tell me if I'm lying, because you've been on Chip Kelly too. I feel like all these underneath throws we had today, we had in previous games. It's just the fact that he just didn't want to throw it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, when Geno's playing as bad as he is, it gives everybody on offense on the team less room for error. Like
100%.
Like when Geno plays as bad as he's playing and turning the ball over, that means like everybody else's mistakes is going to even be bigger, because there's like, if you give up the ball as much as Geno is, you're not going to win a lot of football games.
No.
So everybody has to play perfect in order for them to have a chance at winning the game. Perfect example, Chicago Bears, right? You know, Chicago Bears, the defense played probably, you can argue probably their best game, or Max Crosby probably played his best game of the season. The defense played just as good.
Adequate enough.
Yeah, like it was good enough. Like the reason why I put it up there, I know today they got all the stats, but that game, it felt like the Bears got the ball on the 20-yard line, on the Raiders' 20-yard line, almost every other drive. And the Raiders just kept them to field goals or forced turnovers, whatever the case may be. And that's what I mean. Like like everything has to be like perfect, if not elite, from everybody else in order to cover up what Geno's doing at quarterback. And, you know, the Raiders are not good enough to do that. But that being said, like, even though he threw that pick, overall, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't.
Well,
amazing.
we hit him today, though. You know what I mean? Like, we did what we thought we were going to do from the jump, which is be a run-first team. You know what I mean? Run the ball. Let Genty and Mostert carry us through. And then, you know, we can get it somewhere, some way with the pass game. Now, I don't know if you want to talk about it, like, specifically, but the receivers, dog, another year. We're going to have to get another one in the draft, dog, because we ain't got no juice. There's no juice in here besides Trey Tucker. You feel what I'm saying? Like, who is ascending, by the way. So shout out to my dog. I'm very happy that he's doing his thing,
breakout
man.
Year. He's having a breakout year for sure.
My boy Turf in here too, man. Hey, Turf. Me and Turf was arguing about this man earlier on. I said that this man gonna have a good year. I'm glad to see it. But where the hell is everybody else? Where's Jacoby Myers? Nothing. Bro, I'm not getting anything. And is he even making these blocks that we need him to make now?
Yeah, he had like a couple of catches today. I think he finished with, let me look at the final stat line, but I feel like he had like a couple of first downs, a couple of catches. I think right now it's just Geno, like you said, if they're gonna hide Geno, that means everybody else in the pass game. I want to say everybody else, but like it's gonna affect like people's numbers. You know what I mean?
But you know how it go. You know how it go though, Pharaoh. If you a dog, bro, you gonna get targeted. You feel me? Hey, Joe Flacco walked up in Cincinnati this week, barely learned the playbooks before he learned where his apartment was, and he targeted Jamar Chase 12 times.
Oh yeah,
We all know why, because he's that guy. Regardless of it, bro, I'm gonna throw him the fucking ball. So it's just like with Jacoby, bro. It's like, you know, I don't feel him enough.
He's not like a dynamic playmaker. But I don't want to take too much away from Jacoby, because I think he's a solid player, a good player. I don't think he's a great player. I don't think he's like a number one option. It was kind of interesting.
We need more though.
If you were watching the game, the former linebacker for the Saints, he was doing the game. He was like talking about the Raiders receiving corps. Vilma, former linebacker for the Saints, and he kept saying like, man, Trey Tucker's the number one.
That's what I'm saying. He is.
And there's a little bit of a connection between him and Geno. Like now that we've gone through, I felt like that. But they were saying that with Jacoby. So,
this is what I felt like this from the jump, right? And I felt like this for a couple of weeks. Trey Tucker should be getting the number one receiver targets. He should be getting, because right now he's getting open. He's the only one that consistently gets open, has the speed, and is consistently maybe even taking short yardage passes, you know, for nice little gains after catch.
He had a long one.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's the only one doing that. Yeah. Only one doing the next thing, bro. I think it'd be better if we let Jacoby walk, and we serve better by drafting a young, big, athletic receiver. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and to pair him with Trey Tucker or something like that.
I don't know if you're paying attention to college right now. What do you think of Jordan Tyson?
I love that motherfucker. I love him. Hey, there's
another
one I'm looking at though.
6'2". He a route runner.
Yeah,
fast.
Now, hey, I don't know if you've seen old boy from Ohio State, that Carnell Tate. That motherfucker right there, hey dog, 6'2", you know what I'm saying, 190. That's it. Those two dudes is exactly the type of dudes we could pair with Trey Tucker and it look better. You know what I mean?
You think he's a number one though? Is he gonna be a number Tate? Like you think he could like translate to the NFL as like a number one?
He's like he'd be a lower end. He'd be like an IU.
But see, this is what happens. They always do this because I like receivers.
But then the Ohio State motherfuckers though.
Yeah. And I like receivers, I like skill position, but I got to keep it real. I got to keep it consistent.
We do need O-line.
Trenches. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, old boy from Miami, edge rusher,
Bain. Oh, that's my guy, bro. It's my guy.
If Raiders finish somewhere in the top, 5, and he's there, I'm not gonna lie, man. You know what I think about when I think about him? I think about the Raiders' best draft in recent memory, the 2014 draft. Who was the first overall? Khalil Mack. They didn't. It was a no nonsense pick. It's the best player, hands down. He's the best player. And then who they take in the second round?
Do make sense.
Who they take in the second round?
Oh, it was Derek. Yeah, they took. It
was Derek. So they don't necessarily have to wait to the second round and make a pick at quarterback. They can trade up into the second. Just saying.
This is true.
I'm just saying it's early. I'm just thinking about all types of crazy scenarios. But There's a lot of good players.
Now, and this is the problem though, because there are hella receivers in this class. Hella. But there are some nice edge rushers in this motherfucker too. Quarterback's a little thin. It look a little top heavy. I ain't gonna cap.
Okay, so we could go because there's all right because there's some guys we don't know if they're gonna come out, but I feel like
let's be honest, Pharaoh. Any quarterback talk we have, bro, it's warranted. Any quarterback talk we have for the rest of the season is warranted because we have to draft one. I think everybody sees that now. I don't give a fuck what Geno does for the rest of the season. He can throw no more picks. You still have 10 picks. It don't matter. So either way, bro, we got to draft one. Who do you like right now?
I like Mendoza, what he did against Oregon. I
like some Mendoza.
I was going back and forth with the Oregon game and the USC game, or not the USC game, the Oregon game and Texas,
Oklahoma.
And Oklahoma. Mateer looked like he should have probably stayed.
He should have stayed out, bro. I don't know why
he was going through it, bro. He was bleeding and he was all types of crazy stuff. Like
I'm gonna tell you the dude.
But he might drop though. He might drop because he's hurt.
He would.
And
I'm gonna tell you who I like right now.
He's not a bad QB prospect.
This motherfucker, to me, right now, if he keep playing the way he's playing, dog, I like him even more. That motherfucker from Alabama, man. That Ty Simpson.
Ty Simpson looks. It's funny. Like when I'm watching him, I'm like, hey, bro, he looked like a Brady pick. Smart, accurate. He's actually he can run. He can run too. He can run too. But I'm just saying, like his game, like. I could see like a Brady liking his game because every time I be listening to Brady, I could tell like he wants a quarterback, like he wants a guy that could,
bro. He was in that Georgia game over there making checks at the line and shit. I was like, oh, hold on now, wait a minute. I ain't used to seeing no college dude really do stuff like that, and this is his first year starting. I think this is his first year starting. All I can say is last time we drafted an Alabama quarterback, the shit went well. All right, that's all I can say. The shit went well.
Yeah. Nah, it's early right now. So, but I think like
I do like Mayava too.
I think Mayava had a good game against Michigan too. So that was like a big game. But the only thing is that like right now I hate to get into all these kind of comments about the what ifs is because by the end of the season he might be the guy that might go early. Just like we thought, Dante Moore. When I watch Dante Moore, I gotta watch more of him, but he's not bad. It's just that he does.
Bro, he's a CJ Stroud. He's just nothing flashy. There's just nothing flashy about that he does. He's just smooth,
that's a good comparison. He's a CJ Stroud, but he's not as big as CJ Stroud. He doesn't have the he's
is
smaller.
he? I don't even know what the hell he is.
I don't think he's like I don't think he's 6'3", 6'4".
I will say that too, Alex, because I saw you said Fernando impressed you. Me too, because at first, like going into the game, I thought he was like an AOC type of mother, like from the build.
Game, bro.
The way he looked,
he did have a pick six though. He did have a pick six.
It was an ugly pick. It was an ugly pick.
But he pulled it out, and he had a nice little touchdown to take the lead. But that being said, man, we appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We are going live on both our channels. So if it's your first time joining us, definitely go ahead and subscribe to both channels, as well as hit that like button, man. Clock in. That's like we say on this channel, on my channel, it just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so be notified when we drop new content, all that good stuff. But to answer your question, Coach, hey, appreciate you coming through. He says, did the game just feel lackluster? It just felt like the shit bowl, man. Like, it just felt like two bad teams playing against each other, and the Raiders were a better team than a bad team. That's all. Like, it didn't really feel, until the Raiders put together some level of consistency and they beat like a solid opponent. That's why I like when the Raiders went up against the Chargers when they were healthy, or the Colts, because now the Colts are like a respected, they're a good team right this season. You know what I mean? It's crazy how one season can change everything, but right now the Colts are playing good football. And when we played against these teams, the Raiders got exposed. They didn't play well. So I gotta see more, especially for the defense, like, because I feel like every time the defense plays a good offensive coordinator and a good quarterback, they'll get exposed. I just feel that, like, they haven't proven to me that they can. They got to show it, and they're gonna have that opportunity next week against the Chiefs. I don't know who's winning that game. I think the Lions were winning that game last time I checked.
The Chiefs won.
Chiefs won. They pulled out the win. Okay, so they're gonna go into Arrowhead against the Chiefs next week. That's a big, okay. Like, if the Raiders can pull out that win and head into their bye, all right, might have something here. But it's really hard for me to like project this team with Geno Smith. I'm just being honest. Geno Smith is just not playing good football. He is not playing good football, and the Raiders have acknowledged it. They're like not trying to like have him. Let me give y'all a stat. Y'all probably seen this already, but there was a stat here that shout out to Ryan McFadden from ESPN. He put it out. He said Geno Smith averaged 2.9 air yards per pass, the second lowest mark by any QB in a game this season.
If that don't tell you what
Jordan Love was 1.2 versus the Browns. Whoo, that was
what?
Oh my.
Oh yeah, well that was a rough ass game though. But see, if that don't tell you that Chip was hiding this man, I don't know what else would tell you that, bro. Like with Geno, Alex is 100% right. He's about to damn near throw 2 picks next week. Spagnuolo finna have this man seeing ghosts. It's October. He finna have this man seeing goons, goblins, and all type of extra, dog, on the field. Cause it's gonna be ugly next week. I don't look. I think our defense, if we're playing complementary football, is good enough to get some stops. And we're at this point, Pharaoh, we're 6 weeks into the season. We've had a turnover in damn near every game. We can kind of say like that's the trend at this point. All right, we can, like, it's 6 weeks. We have 6 weeks of data to go on. We can be like, all right, bro, this defense has created turnovers in damn near all 6 weeks. So okay, that's something we can hang our hat on, right? If we're playing complimentary ball, I'm like, all right, we might have a little chance. But we're not playing complimentary ball. We're not. There's going to be some times, dog, where Geno's gonna give it up. And we know what time it is as a fan base, bro. We don't have the defense to hold the water from busting the dam. Meaning, if the offense is ass, we do not have enough defensive firepower to continue or to stop the game from swaying in the other way. We just can't. You know what I mean? Like, there's only so much we can do. Now, if we're front running like we were today, we're nice. It's over.
Yeah. No, facts. I never really... Going into the season, man, I thought the defense was going to be a weak spot just because there's like a talent deficiency on that side. But they played better than expected at times. But then when I felt like they've played against like good or offenses that have, outside of maybe, I'll give them credit for that Chargers game because, Herbert in that offense at that time when they were healthy, that might have been solid. But it's just I gotta see him do it against better competition. Shout out to Devin White, had a great game. I mean,
fire game.
That first half, the boy had an interception, a forced fumble. He had a sack. You know, he was
he was eating, bro. Now, I mean, we're not gonna talk about some of the missed tackles that he had, so we'll just probably like,
you know, Devin White, Devin White, what giveth? He take
he giveth and he taketh away.
Yeah. It's just that's part of
some of them.
Devin
Hey,
White
bro,
is,
you know, you saw it, Pharaoh. Some of them missed tackles was ugly. Like,
yeah,
nah.
and it's kind of been it's low key kind of been a trend with him. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, it did feel like the game just felt like, but it's not like the defense dominated, but the offense didn't really run away with it at times.
I will say this: the offensive line has looked better the last 2 weeks. I will say that. Now I'm not gonna say they're world beaters, but we have more space.
Forsythe need to get benched though.
Oh, for sure. But we have more space though. There is more space to run the football than we had when we started the season out. So I will say that. Forsythe is absolute butt cheeks, but I don't, how bad, like, what can we do with, if he's bad, do you think Grant could be worse?
No, I think Grant is going to come with the same amount of, like, probably the same level. It's going to be growing pains. He probably most likely is going to struggle, but what you do when you have Grant out there is more of a long-term approach, in my opinion. I'm like, let him get used to NFL speed. Let him give him some snaps. Let him get some experience so he can go into the offseason and be like, ooh, I need to work on this. Because when I played against a speedier guy or a guy that had more, like, let him go experience that. It's you might as well. Like, what are we? Yeah. But right now, Pete Carroll's thinking about job security. He's trying to win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because, there's a few young players that didn't get a chance to play today. And
I was gonna bring that up, bro. The same sentiment you just had about Grant. I'm thinking, why the hell is Darian Porter not playing? Why?
Yeah, man, because Kelly ain't it, bro.
He's trash, dog. Let's just keep it a bean, bro. He fucking sucks. I mean, it started from the Chargers game. Every single time we have a busting coverage, lo and behold, it's always the 36 side. And then we always fucking looking around like, oh my God, like, that's me? It's supposed to be me? Like, yeah, motherfucker, it's you. Every single time, bro. So it's like, I can't take it no more, bro. I don't know why he's still out there. I thought they would have put Porter and Stokes to see what that looked like, at least before a Chiefs game. You feel what I'm saying? But no, he wants to continue to play Kelly, which makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, man. Gino is just.
Oh, is that the real Stone? Talk smack now that I'm in the room, fools. Stone, you was getting your ass racked. I got an 8-month-old over there, bro. I was throwing him on the bed the way that they was throwing your ass today. So we got to figure out what you need to do. You know what I mean? As far as to maybe get your steps right, get your shit together. Because today it was a little rough for you, big dog. We got to be honest with it. You feel what I'm saying? Got to be honest.
Yeah, man, your days is numbered, man. Charles Grant is should be coming for you and taking your spot, man, soon. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Look.
I'm not even gonna say like he's gonna be dominating or he's gonna play well or whatever. I'm expecting rookie growing pains because to be honest with you, a lot of people with Charles Grant coming from a small school, they looked at him as more of like a project and he needs some time to develop and this, that, and the third. But hey, guess what? That's how I view Dante Thornton, and they put him out there, and he's going through his growing pains. So why don't you put out Charles Grant, who, like, the alternative is a guy that was giving up sacks, giving up pressures. Like, as much as I was getting on Geno Smith on how much he holds the football, Stone Forsythe was getting worked by.
Oh man, what?
It didn't matter who was on his side.
What was his name? Draymond Jones. Draymond Jones was over there.
Draymond Jones.
Now, I was proud of something today. Bro. I saw JPJ woofing at Jeffrey Simmons, and usually you'd be like, all right, calm the fuck down a little bit. You know, you don't want to do that with that type of player. But hey, he was woofing and he was getting busy with Simmons. Now, I can't say the same for Parham. Parham was over there getting tossed too, so I can't say the same. But at least with JPJ, I saw that dog. And against that type of comp, that's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Geno Smith says, can someone take me to Lens Crafters? The field looks blurry to me. Hey man, Pete probably gonna take you tomorrow morning, man. It's all good.
Was Jack Besh even out there today? He was, Hank. He was out there. The problem is we're not throwing any passes beyond like 5 yards. So it's like,
I seen that.
Not much
Alex.
we can do.
I seen that Pratt led the Colts defense in tackles, but I guess he's not good enough for our team. Yeah, bro. I don't know what happened. I think obviously he clashed with somebody on the team. Most likely with Pete Carroll, the guy, the decision makers. He clashed with them, and they went ahead and made the move. But like we talked about this the other day. Me, Severe, and Minted. We talked about how like that pressure that Patrick Graham had when he was all like, "Hey, I would love to keep good players." It was almost like he didn't say too much, but he said enough where it made you think like, "Oh, you wanted him to stay on the team." Yeah. So you didn't agree with the
I think we've been talking about it a lot, bro. I think we talked about this last week, maybe. But it don't seem like any of the coaches are on the same page. It just don't. You know what I mean? Everybody finger pointing and blaming everybody and extra shit.
Like last week, in the pressers.
Yeah, bro. It just seems nobody's like on the same page. So, I think PG probably wanted to keep him. I mean, I think we maybe heard the same sentiment from PG from other years ago too, when we just let go of players for no fucking reason. You know what I mean? So probably tired of it. But he has this defense balling. Now, he usually does scheme pretty well against the Chiefs. I will say that. PG usually does have a nice little scheme against the Chiefs. Let's see if he can execute that mug this week. It's all about the offense, really. It's about the offense.
Yeah, and Raider Nation 510 says might be a shit show versus the Chiefs.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be tough on the road at Arrowhead. It's already a tough place to play. It's loud as hell, and then on top of that, Geno's playing the way he's playing, and then you got like, that defensive coordinator gonna throw all types of crazy looks at Geno. He's already confused on where to go with the football down the field and throwing picks where he's not supposed to be throwing, and those where he's supposed to be making and decision making. So now you're gonna give him a defense that's gonna disguise a lot of looks, that's gonna blitz him from places that he didn't see coming. So it's like, man.
Oh my God. You know what Spagnuolo gonna do. You know what I mean? He gonna send 8 damn near sometimes.
So if anything, the Raiders defense gotta be exactly what they are today for them to have a chance. And on top of that, Genty has to be a great player on Sunday. And let's talk about Genty real quick. Okay. He had a solid game. He didn't have a bad game. I thought there was moments where there was some tackle for loss.
How many carries did he have?
He had like 23, and I think he hit his number. Yep, he had 23. So when he hit his number, you noticed that he didn't go back in the game. When he hit that 23, it was all we seen was Mostert, even to finish out the game. They were like,
I was kind of hot. I ain't gonna lie to you. Plus, it was part of my parlay, so I definitely needed his ass to go back out there. But I will say 23. Okay, 23 carries for 75 yards, 3.3 average. It's not terrible, to be honest with you, because it's a good Titans defense, especially on the D line. So I'm not gonna. We was actually moving them better than I thought we were going to move them today. To me, bro, I think he's starting to actually learn how to run now. I honestly think he's starting to learn how to run in the NFL now. You can kind of tell by the way he's setting up the blocks now. He's being patient with the runs in certain ones. That one where he cut to the outside, I forgot what quarter it was, but he took it. I think it was like a 4th down too. But he grabbed the ball as soon as he got it. He didn't even waste no time. He just immediately went to the outside. I think he tried to do that the first game.
4th down or 3rd down?
One of those. I think it was a big down though. It was something that we had to convert.
It was like early in the game, like first half. Yeah, I think I knew something.
Yeah. It's like something that we had to convert.
14. It was like a 14-yard run, like 14, 15-yard run.
So he did that, but remember he tried to do that week 1. He slipped, and then he ain't tried it since really. But then now you can kind of see getting that confidence. Now I can make him cut. You know what I mean? I can do what I got to do. He's setting up his blocks. He's a little bit more patient when it comes to these zone runs too. You know what I mean? Letting them set up, getting through there. So
inside zone.
I really like what I'm seeing. I really wish we can get him in the fucking passing game more, but Geno almost got his ass killed today. So there's that.
Yeah, and that's the problem though. Like, I want him to get more involved in the pass game. He needs to. Because first of all, the offensive line is not going to consistently get him the holes that he's looking for. I mean, there's times where they don't get me wrong, they're improved, but what I want to see is where Genty's special is in space.
100%.
So if we can get him in space, and that's a screen, that's like a design pass play for him, which we've seen at times, but not consistently. I don't know, maybe Chip Kelly had too much on his plate this weekend. He wanted to get other guys involved, but I just feel like that's one of the things that I would say is like get Genty involved in space, and that you do that by doing screens. And the only screen that I've seen at Genty was on 3rd down and long in the red zone against the Colts. Remember, it was their first drive.
It was 3rd and long. Yep.
And I'm like, first of all, Chip Kelly, like, why are you calling? Okay, there's nothing wrong with calling screens, but he always calls screens where it's like in like the weirdest situations. Maybe because I guess he feels like it's a good the defense is going to come after him, but he does it on 3rd down. Why don't you do it like maybe on 1st or 2nd?
Then we got to think about this too, though. So far, the only guy on the O-line that has demonstrated the ability to like actually get out there and move, that's it. You know what I mean? Everybody else, I don't think for sure not no Stone Forsythe. I'm not sending his ass out there.
They threw a screen to Mayer on 3rd down this game.
All the screens have been on the right side, though. You notice that, right? None of them have been to the left. None of them. That's because Parham ass, I'm not sending his ass out there either. His ass, knowing him, it's probably gonna be a safety that floors his ass, so I'm not even gonna do that. Meredith, I think right now it's too much on Meredith's plate for right now to be sending his ass to pull and move around and all the extra. I think they just want to let him continue to get his footing before we do all that fancy stuff. And Glaze has been like okay, but I don't see him as like a mover in space, you know, like something like that.
Hey, dope name, man. Accelerator. Just said I just subbed. The Raider rundown. The Raider rundown. So let me see if I could put the link.
Oh, appreciate. Yeah, at the Raider rundown, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Let me get that.
But for sure, yeah, Gino is definitely. I saw you, Coach. Gino's trying to get somebody murked today, man. I think.
Oh yeah, he threw a hospital
had
ball
one.
at Genty.
Oh yeah. Didn't he throw one to Jacoby or somebody too? I thought he threw another one to a receiver. That almost got them killed today as well. But either way it goes, man. I mean, we all know we don't want to beat a dead horse. The quarterback play is not adequate enough for us to win. We all know the deal. I think all of us could probably smell it coming a week away, or we can all at least see it coming down the road. Y'all saw the way the Chiefs didn't play these last 2 weeks, even though they lost last week. Even so, Y'all saw the way they didn't play this last 2 weeks. Wrap it around your minds now. We getting our ass whooped. Probably, right? This week, I'm going to just keep it a frank, bro.
Did Rice come back, the receiver? Did he come back?
He coming back next week. Coming back next week? Yep.
Damn.
We got to keep it frank, bro. This week just saved everybody another week, you know? Like, I think we talked about it. If they would have lost this game in embarrassing fashion, Pete is out the door. He's gone. Fuck all that. He's getting fired. Gino's getting benched. We're done. But this week, it throws a life raft to say, like, all right, you won at home. You gave the fans a good show. All right. Now, next week, we go back down to earth. We back down to earth again.
Yeah, I mean, look, it does buy some time. But I said during the week, I was like, this game is like the Super Bowl for this coaching staff.
Oh, for sure. Team.
Because first of all, it's the Titans. It's not a good football team. Second, it's like they've lost 4 straight. They're already kind of, you know how Raider Nation can get, man. When something gets bad, they just keep talking about it, and it just becomes like, man, it got to you remember them Josh McDaniel days where like it got to a point where like, you know, Mark Davis couldn't even watch a game. Like they were literally screaming at him, fire Mark, or find him in the public areas and screaming at him, and then they eventually fired him during the season. But I don't think anybody should succumb to like outside noise, because at the end of the day, like they're the ones who are going to pay millions and millions of dollars. Like I don't agree with that. But it happened with McDaniels. It happened with McDaniel.
No, you're right.
But either way, what I'm saying is that like there was a lot of noise this week. The Raiders, obviously, they made an effort or made it they made it a point to win this game, obviously, because they came out with the win. Hey, bro, they did
real quick.
Yeah,
I'm trying to hold it together, bro. But see, look, this is what I'm telling. This is what we be talking about, bro. Derek and Kenneth and Caesar, bro. It's love to you, bro. They got y'all ass. They got y'all. All right. It happens every week. We did what we were supposed to do, right? The Titans, if y'all can believe it or not, the Titans are worse than us, right? And shout out to Ebrams because he's in here. He's a Titans fan. Trust me, we're not gloating over this win at all. The Titans are worse than we are. Okay, so we did what we were supposed to do. Probably the only other team that sucks worse than us are the Jets. Probably, right? So there you go. But make no mistake, dog. Do you understand what we're about to play next week? Right? The Colts team put up 40. A Jaden Daniel-less Commanders team put up 40 points. Right? Like we have to be realistic. It's not being negative. It's being realistic. We're not, even if the Chiefs are limping into this game, their limp is better than us walking straight. I don't like, regardless of whatever the fuck you're telling me, bro. They played the Jaguars well. They could have won that game. Whatever they did in that game, it's enough to beat us. They just scored 30 points on Detroit. And I was supposed to believe right here that but whoop-de-doo, the Raiders are going to hold them to 10 points. When? When have we done that? Give me the example. There's no example.
They have to go out and prove it for sure.
There's no example.
They have to go out and prove it. Yeah, that's where it's at. That's where I'm at. For me, I'm not gonna put any expectation on this team. I didn't have, like I've said many times before, I didn't have high expectations going into the season just for a lot of different reasons. If you've been watching me, you probably heard me say it a million times. But right now, obviously, I'm not gonna give the Raiders expectations for me to believe that, oh yeah, they're gonna go into Arrowhead and win and go on a winning streak. At this point, they got to go out and show me. They got to show me what they can do out there. If they can get the W, cool, and then let's build off that. But I'm not gonna go ahead and predict that they're gonna beat the Chiefs, and especially too, like, if you think about it too, like I'm at a point where, like, I want to see the young players play. Going back to what I was talking about earlier, I want to see the young players, like guys like Hemingway was they were a healthy scratch today.
It was frustrating for that. Frustrating.
JJ Pegues, healthy scratch. Someone asked in the chat, man, he was saying that, hey, did Besh play? I had that question too. I got to rewatch the game and just, but Besh did play. He just didn't get any targets.
Yeah.
So he didn't get any targets. I don't think Thornton played. I didn't think I seen him out there.
Good. I mean, not in a negative way to be like, oh, we don't want him to play, but it's like, but right now, bro, he can't be on the field. He has to learn. He has to sit and learn how to run these routes right now, bro. Because right now we're just like throwing shit against a brick wall. You know what I mean? I'm looking. A lot of people look. Raiders know the Chiefs. Geno has to play better. Coaching has to come up with a good game plan. We're saying everything that we all question. Like that's the thing, bro. We're all questioning these things. Do you really believe in your heart of hearts? I want y'all answer this question right now, bro. Don't even let nothing cloud your mind and judgment. Y'all really believe that Geno finna come out here and throw for 250 against the Chiefs? No interceptions? Maybe a tub or two? Is that how you feel? Because that's how he's gonna have to play to win this game. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what they're gonna do? Oh, you want to run the ball with Ashton Jeanty? You gave him 7 to 20 something carries last week? 8 in the box. Y'all know how they get down. 8 in the box, and they gonna make Geno win the game. So I really want y'all to answer that question, because if y'all confidence level in that, it should be your confidence level in us winning that game.
Yeah, and I'm looking at today's game. So this is the way the Raiders are gonna have to win the game. So obviously they're on third down. They did a solid job. I mean, just around 50%, 6 for 13 on third down. Okay, but I think a lot of that had to do with leaning on the run game and getting into like third and manageable. If they're in third and long situations with Geno at quarterback, it's not gonna work out. I don't think it's gonna work. The way the Raiders have to win right now is they're gonna have to run the football, time of possession. If you look at today's stats right here, the Raiders won the time of possession battle, 32 minutes to the Titans 27. So that's the type of game, and hopefully the defense even forces turnovers, because you mentioned earlier that's something that the Raiders can hang their hat on, is forcing turnovers.
Now if we get some turnovers right now, if we get a turnover, that's gonna help, right? That's gonna help if we get him in, but we can't also put ourselves in bad position by turning the ball over, right? Or thank God today we didn't have to talk about it, but the special teams wasn't terrible today. We actually had pretty good special teams today. It wasn't bad. So if we could continue to play, we just have to play complementary football. That's our thing, right? And we're just not consistent in the area of playing complementary football. Now, if we do that against the Chiefs, that will be the chance, right? There'll be your chance. You have to play mistake free though. And yeah, bro, that's my thing. Y'all. Andy Reid go watch the film of Van Jefferson running the same route on Blue Kelly 5 times in a row, and
Ridley
he's
went
going
out
to
too.
scheme them up.
Calvin really went out too. That like he got hurt, and that's like their number 1 receiver.
Yeah. Now
number
Gino.
Number 85 got wheels though. He kind of fast.
Oh, Conku or whatever his name was. Yeah, his name was nice.
Yeah. And I seen
Gino
the game
will barely
before.
get 200 yards.
200 yards against the Chiefs.
Yeah, he's talking about he barely gonna get 200 off. No cap. No cap, dog. You know what? That's so sad, ain't it? That's so sad.
Hey,
100%.
Hey, you know what? I think Jacoby might not. I think Jacoby might get traded. To be honest with you,
he should.
I think he could be a trade candidate. Another guy who could possibly be a trade candidate. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, especially after a win. Is a Max Crosby.
You've been pushing this heavy.
I think it's a possibility. It's a possibility. I think if they win a couple of games here, if they find a way to win some games or try to keep it interesting, or at least like, you know, it might not happen, but I'm throwing it in there because, bro.
Oh yeah, hold on, wait. Before we even get in that, bro. Why the fuck did we throw that fade to Kappa, bro? Why? Why did we throw that fade to Kappa in the fucking end zone? As soon as they did that, I thought exactly of my dog Pharaoh, because every time he'd be like, why the fuck are we not running the ball in the end zone? And immediately they throw the ball to Alex. Like we 4-1. Like we undefeated.
Yeah. Look, man, but the fact that the Gino tried to complete it though.
Yeah, bro, he tried to fit that motherfucker in there like he throwing that shit in the nets in training camp. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that
bro, run the ball. Like, do not do that. We're not 5-0. Like, we are 5-0. You know, we playing the Titans. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, let's just have some fun, dog. Throw it out there.
It's not like I hate it. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to catch him off guard. Like, oh, wide open. But usually, like, when you see them plays, like, the guy's wide open. But I don't know.
And then you're going to throw it to your, like, least athletic O-line. Like, dog, see, look, this is what we get for like releasing Sweet Feet Mumford, bro. Line. Yeah, you know what I mean? We shouldn't have released Sweet Feet Mumford if that was the plan. We could have had Mumford out that motherfucker in the pass route and had him going out there. But here we are. You know what I mean? But look, real talk though, with the Max thing, because I've been seeing you push this for a while.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch it, bro. I gotta rewatch it. I just felt like it was really quiet from the rookies. I felt like a lot of the young guys didn't get an opportunity to play this game.
Well, when it come to receiver, bro, Gino gonna ignore you, so it is what it is.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna get no fair shake.
And to be fair too, it's like a lot of like the passes were like short passes. I said a stat earlier by saying it's 2.9 air yards. Like that was the average for Geno Smith. So he wasn't throwing the ball downfield. So and a lot of these guys, like, you know, Besh, he was blocking. He probably did a good job out of there. I can't say the same for Jacoby Myers. He missed yet another. I don't know why. Like I'm watching just the regular game and I'm like,
he misses hella blocks, bro. Hella blocks.
Is that and we've talked about it before, and I know I talked to Severe about this. And is this his way of saying, pay me? I'm not gonna
shit,
put this much effort.
That's a shitty way because you putting that on film, and it's like, who gonna trade for you at that point? Who gonna pay you? with the Crosby thing, bro, I'm firm in this. If we're a top 3 pick, I'm not trading him. If we're a top 3 pick, I'm just not gonna do it because it makes no sense. Like, we're not getting anything. You might as well just get the quarterback and see how it goes.
Okay.
Now, like, this is my thing because we're gonna be in quarterback territory anyway, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just grab it. But if we're a top like 10 or like 12 pick, and like say we're at 9, right? And we can see all the quarterbacks getting selected. And we absolutely fall in love with a dude, and we're like, we have to do it. As sad as it is, y'all, that's the only way we can probably do that. Like, if we're like, okay, bro, we have to get a quarterback. We're going to move up. We're going to try to or move up with a spot that we can try to get one. But if we're a top 3 pick, bro, you might as well hold on to his ass. Let him go down with the ship. We all got to suffer anyway.
Yeah, and salute to Max Crosby, man. He notched his 14th career 2-sack game, which basically surpassed Howie Long, Hall of Famer Howie Long, for the second most of such games in Raider history since 1982. So Max over here breaking Raider records.
That's the guy, man. You got to keep him.
Yeah. And the Raiders D-line, hey, Laulu had
He had a game.
He had a game too, man. I ain't gonna lie. One of his sacks though, it was clean. It was highlight Sports Center. Like that was a clean
spin?
highlight.
That spin?
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, no, that was nasty. I was okay.
Nice.
That's the development that I want to see. That's why I kind of, if you notice, I didn't see Adam Butler out there like that. I saw him a little bit, but not like that. Or he just don't flash on my screen like that no more. You know what I mean? Like Adam Butler ain't making that many plays. It's more of these young dudes, which is why we want to see more JJ, Tonka. They played well last week. So it's like they played well last week against a not even a shitty, but a good offensive line. A good offensive line. So I don't know why they didn't play this week against a shitty offensive line, but I think you tweeted it and I 100% agree. Today he was coaching for his job. He's coaching for his job. He might severe, depends where he go. But at the end of the day, we can't blame this on the Raiders organization like we normally do. I will say this. We do have to call a spade, bro. He half-assing out there, bro. He's half-assing. Yeah, we can win 2 games, but he out there, bro, he bullshit with some of these blocks and some of these routes. He's out there bullshit. So we can the Raiders suck. And, yeah, bro. The Raiders suck, and we never keep good players, but at the same time, we can say, bro, like, he is out there bullshitting. He is not blocking. He's not running routes super hard at times. I can see it. And maybe he would see this and be like, oh, no, whatever. Shit, that's not what it looked like through the screen. It's not what it looked like through the screen. So, I don't know, bro. I don't know. For me, like, the Raiders, quote unquote, but it's him too. It's his ass too.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say Jacoby's a bad player. It's just like the Raiders made their decision, man. They're not gonna re-sign him. There's six games in. Can we be
mad about that though? Can we be mad about it?
I mean, I don't want to. I ain't trying to pay like. Was he? What he's trying
23,
to ask like 20?
Bro, he like 23, 24.
Yeah, I'm cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta, like, we can't take the emotion out, man. 23, 24 for a guy that's barely straddling the cusp of number 1 stratosphere. You know what I mean? Like, why would you do that when you could just probably draft a motherfucker that has more potential?
Yeah. I mean, and look, and the Raiders, it's just really, oh man, it's just weird right now talking about it. But for me, I feel like I can see right on the wall, but like Pete Carroll's gonna try to win some games, and it's gonna like I'm not gonna lie, if he wins, like I'm gonna be mad. Damn, bro, this is gonna sound crazy, but it's like, damn, we need talent. We need good
top
players.
5 talent, is what you said.
Yeah, bro. Like I don't want the Raiders to be picking in the top 20. I want them to be picking in like the top 10.
That's where you get the Ruben Baines, the fucking,
and it's not me saying I don't want the Raiders to win and get to the playoffs. It's just I already see it for what it is. They're not going to make the playoffs. If they do, cool. But if they don't, then they're kind of in that, like, I don't know. It just makes sense for them to just be all in a rebuild. That's how I look at it. But
I mean, it just depends, Now Jacoby, I would just do it anyway, bro. I would still do it anyway. I see Raider Nation 510 saying, he was getting doubled. To be honest, 5'10", I think Jacoby's getting doubled because teams ain't figured out that he ain't the number one. I just think that's why. They ain't figured out that Trey Tucker is actually the guy, which is why right now we're seeing all that shit right now. And even so, what do we say about number one receivers, bro? No, I don't give a fuck if you're getting doubled or not. I don't care. Get open. It's just what it is, bro. Like, and it's the sad reality of the situation. It could be unfair, but number one receivers, bro, I don't want to hear that bullshit about you getting double or triple teamed. Hell nah. Get your ass open. Get the football.
Yeah, but Bosco, man, just going back to that, it was the dive attempt was hella goofy. I was like, what? Like, I didn't even I don't know if I like. Normally that's funny. Like you just see an offensive lineman just diving for a pass. It's like, what? Hold up, like, why is that even something that I'm looking at right now? I shouldn't be seeing an offensive lineman diving for to receive a pass. Yeah, like it just
right, bro. Like, we haven't scored.
Yeah, but I'll boil it down to this. You could talk about the play call. I'll just boil it down to, like, why did Geno throw it like that? He should have threw it out of bounds. Like, if no one was open, like if he wasn't wide open, and the play,
because he was trying to make a fucking play, like we always say, right? Every interception is him just trying to play hero ball and make a play for real.
Yeah. See a lot of people saying no. Y'all selfish, man. Y'all selfish, bro. If the Raiders don't win and Max still playing, y'all selfish. Y'all just want to see a player like Max on the team. So, like, but in reality, though, at the end of the day, man, you know what? You know what? We're just gonna wait and see what happens. You said Max will probably never leave.
Yeah.
But hey, look, in the past, he's implied that, you know, he'll leave if the situation doesn't work out with the Raiders. He's implied that. You know what I mean? Like he wants to win. Look, Charles Woodson left and went to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Won a Defensive Player of the Year award, won a Super Bowl, and came back. You know what I mean? It's not like his heart isn't with the Raiders, but at the end of the day, like,
you gotta do what's best for your career. I mean, that's just it. Severe, I saw what you said about Jacoby, which is true. You know, Trey right now is eating because, like I said, I don't think teams have figured out that Trey is the number one yet. But, you know, I saw Brock Bowers with Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew. I saw Devontae with Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. I mean, you know, I saw Jamar Chase today with fucking 60-year-old Joe Flacco. When you're it. You're it. It just is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? I saw Brian Thomas. Well, not Brian Thomas. What's his name? Malik Neighbors. Who the hell was quarterback last year for the Giants? With Danny DeVito? All the extra? Hey, bro, when you got it, you got it. It just is what it is. He's just not it. We can make all the excuses.
Because I see people reacting to it in the chat. I don't care if Max for Garrett. No, like, all right, look, all right, put it this way.
Oh, you're tweaking.
So put it this way. If Pete Carroll gets let go, right? Do you think Max wants to stay? His contract, if you peep his contract and the extension that he got, it's actually pretty tradable. And on purpose, because his agent and Spytech agreed to it because it gives them flexibility to move him to another team. So just in case it doesn't work out, there's always that possibility where, hey, you know what? I think it's time. And if he doesn't want, if that's the case, then I think right now would be the perfect time while he's great, where his value is high, so you can get the best return. If you wait till this motherfucker get old, or he gets hurt, or he pushes a team to a corner where you only get like a third rounder, a fourth rounder for Max, or a second rounder at best, that's ugly. That's just gonna be an ugly situation. That's just how I look at it. I mean, I think that the Raiders. Yeah, go ahead.
I see a lot of people talking about Pete not being let go.
Okay.
If he would have lost today, he would his ass.
It's funny how people say Pete is not getting let go after a win though.
Bro,
against
remember
one of the worst
last
teams in the NFL. That's funny, y'all.
Week?
I want to see y'all next week though.
Hopefully
I'll see y'all next week.
This is why, like, I get frustrated with the nation sometimes, right? And it's like, this is the thing. If Pete would have lost today, y'all, his ass we would have been calling for his job. Don't forget that. Let's just not everything is peachy rainbows and all the extra. Bro, if he would have lost today to the worst fucking team in the NFL at home, you goddamn right. I don't give a fuck what history he has. He's getting fucking fired. If it was up to me, he's getting fired. Because why, bro? You coming in here, you brought a veteran quarterback, you brought veteran shit, and you came in here woofing about 10 games. And we getting our ass whooped by the worst coached team in the league. But okay, fine. We win this week. You do what you're supposed to do. That's it, right? Fine. You call off the dogs, you call off the wolves for another week. But all y'all that's so peachy keen and all that happy, if we lose next week, right, and it don't look good, what's the conversation then? What we gonna say going into the bye week, right? Because what if we do get our ass? There's a very strong possibility that we get our ass whooped next week. And we're not just saying that because we're negative Raider fans or whatever. There's a history of us getting our ass whooped by this type of team, and they've looked worse than this. And it's funny, they're catching their stride as soon as they got to play our ass. All of a sudden the offense look better, defense look better. They're gonna be up for this game, dog. That just is what it is. So yeah, I just want to see continue the positivity on to next week. Continue it.
Right. We'll see, man.
Now, if they win, we can all come out here and we can be happy, right? We can all be happy and we can be like, all right, maybe we can have different conversations, right, about what the season looks like and what we can do. Maybe we can actually start being serious about like, oh shit, man, maybe we do have a chance to maybe secure some wild card shit. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe, because the rest of the AFC is trash. But unlike some of y'all, I will wait and see before I just immediately start going into them fucking things right there. Because I'm not getting my hopes up with these motherfuckers. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it.
I agree. Yes, it's wait and see. They gotta earn it. They gotta earn it, bro.
I'm not doing that, bro.
Raiders have not done anything to make you feel like confident about anything. Until they go out and prove it, then you could be like, all right, good win. Okay, good job.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, boom. And then when they've developed a level of consistency, then you could talk about that consistency. Right now, They haven't done that.
Exactly.
Shout out to my guy LS with the super chat. He says Max highest values right now. We need all the capital we can get. We need one QB, we need 2 offensive linemen, 2 wide receivers, another running back, 2 corners, 3 D tackles and D ends at the very least. You said the last part, miles off. At the very least, miles off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a DN that has miles off. I feel that.
Look. If Max wants to stay with another head coach, which is like, because I feel like, damn, bro. I don't even.
I'm with that, Armando. Just be competitive next week, bro.
I don't even want Pete to be in the building.
No, if we have a top 3 pick, Pete should be fired. Well, that's no brainer, because if we have a top. I don't know why that's even a hot topic, bro. Just think about this. You're going to give the fucking coach $190 million to play with in a top 3 pick that got you that top 3 pick? No.
And he's 75 years old. And he's 75 years old,
and he's
too.
75. Bro, all smart teams.
He's 74, but
maybe. I'm just going to throw a fucking name out there. If a Joe Brady looked at the Raiders and said, oh, y'all got a top 3 pick. Oh, I like that $190 million y'all got. I got a quarterback in mind that I already like. That's the route you do. That's the route you go. I don't understand how that's a hot topic.
Yeah. If Max doesn't want, if Max wants to play, then I wouldn't be mad at it if he stayed, because then I could be like, you know what? Because I ain't gonna lie, that dude from Miami's kind of, he looked like he might be that. He might be one of the only blue chip players in the draft.
Ruben? Oh yeah. Hey, now if you got him with Max, you got him right.
But the thing is,
you got them right.
But thing is though, the Raiders are obviously in a rebuild mode, and I'm not sure. I don't think Max wants to be a part of that, bro. With another head coach.
This is the thing, right? Rebuild has a nasty connotation to it, because you could sit there and say it takes long, right? But rebuild can just say, bro, what if we do some shit like the Texans, right? Not saying if we do, but like at least now we can say, the Commanders, and now there's a floor, right? And we're like, okay, there we go. Now we know we need to add pieces. That's it. We just need to add pieces. I just think that the possibility of having a new coach, a new quarterback, and all that extra shit, new free agents, we haven't tried that route, bro. I don't remember that last time we tried that route of having a new young offensive coach or just young innovative coach with a new quarterback and all these free agents. We just try to band-aid shit, and we tried it for years. Let's try something different.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, look, with the Max, because I thought about it, I was like, you know what? If Max wants to stay, then I could be like, all right, you know what? Like, he's a great player. Like, at the end of the day, he's a great player. But I just feel like he's probably not going to want to stay. So it just makes sense to make that move. But
it is what it is. Because what if Spytek and Brady stay, right? And then that could be grounds of being like, okay, well, you know, I trust them to get their shit together and do what they got to do.
No, in fact, Justin the DJ says I've seen Devontae Adams block with more effort than Jacoby this year, and that's disrespect.
That's
disrespectful right there. But it might be the truth, bro. That might be the truth.
100%.
Jacoby wouldn't take an extension now if you begged him. He's definitely gone. Yeah, facts. He's gone. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think for a fact, I think I think we can all like agree that Jacoby would be like the number one guy that possibly will get traded.
Yeah, that's right.
If there's someone out there that's willing to trade for Jacoby, I think the Raiders will make the move. They'll make the move because then it's like, look, because he's gonna walk. If you're not gonna sign him, he's gonna leave for nothing.
For sure, you got to trade him. I think they should trade him now, or on the bye week. In the bye week, trade him in the bye week. You know, so then we can have some time to like figure out what we need to do with the other receivers that are left.
Look, hey, Raider Nation 5-0, man, appreciate you coming through. He says Hondo says Kobe is getting double team all game. Don't see him getting traded. Look, what I'm saying, some of the things that I say, I'm not saying it based off right now. I'm saying it down the road. Like I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking past the season. So past the season is Jacoby going into free agency and leaving the Raiders because he's going to go to the highest bidder. He's going to go to a team that's going to want to pay him. Yeah. Usually when teams let their free agents hit free agency and let them test the market, most likely they don't come back. Most likely.
Yep.
Just the way it is. And I think Jacoby probably feels disrespected.
Probably, but at the same time, it's not, the play is not backing it up. So it all goes hand in hand.
Yeah, quarterback situation is kind of ugly too. So it's like it's just a tough situation for him. My guy LS, you know what I mean? He said he was gonna get 1,300 yards. Book it.
Yeesh. Oh yeah, no, yeah.
I don't know about that one right there. I don't know about that one.
Yeah. You might have to go ahead and just chalk up the money now, LS. Chalk that money up.
He might get traded before he can even see that number with the Raiders.
Yeah,
so,
bro.
You know, it is what it is.
TP Far, nobody's gonna trade for him if he's a free agent. No, I mean a team that maybe can win now, that can use the help. Like a Buffalo, maybe not a Buffalo, but so one of these other playoff teams that you can maybe need some wide receiver help. That maybe he can help them get over the edge, get over the hump.
Hey, rundown. Did you watch Sellers against LSU this weekend? Did he play good?
You know what, bro? I'm a Sellers fan. I'm a huge Sellers fan, but he's got to go back to school. He needs one more year of refinement to get his throwing together, bro. But running the ball, this motherfucker, he does some things on the ground that's just wild. But his throwing, I would like just to clean it up because he's such a special athlete, dog. If he cleans his throwing up just to a little more notch, number one pick, no doubt.
So he's not ready to.
I don't think so.
Okay. Gotcha.
I think he can be a number one pick though. I think if he comes out this year, he's still gonna be a first round. Now the LSU dude, that's another one.
Did you watch the LSU game?
Yeah, Yeah. Now
he didn't really do too much. He didn't do too much.
Nah, Nuss always throws a fucking turnover a game where it has you be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, hey man, look, I gotta watch that game. It was a lot of good games over the weekend, man. So
I was on that SC game though. I was on that SC game because Mike. Mike been trying to wolf from the rooftops and the mountaintops about my album.
Biased though. He a USC fan.
That's why I wasn't listening at first. I was like, bro, I gotta see it, bro, because I'm not just gonna listen to your USC bias. But
right,
he balled, bro. He been balling. He been balling. I didn't know he was like 6'4", like 230. That motherfucker's huge.
Yeah, no, he's a big quarterback. Big quarterback.
He's huge.
Trey Tucker's a smooth operator. Man, he's out there. He's doing his thing, man. Severe says, Trey Tucker's eating off Jacoby. You can't judge him no producing when doubled when a QB plays this bad. Yeah, that's true. It's a tough situation right now.
Ooh, I would trade Jacoby,
especially with Brock Bowers out too. I think with Brock Bowers out too, like that kind of affects a lot for everybody else, in the offense.
Oh yeah, trade Jacoby to San Francisco. I like that, Severe. I do like that. But what do they even have picks? What picks do they have?
Man, I don't want to help out San Francisco at all, but
yeah, I feel that.
But yeah, if they give us,
that's a nice little match though, because they need receivers.
The highest I can see Jacoby get, because the Devontae went for a third rounder, and they around like what
fourth.
Last year with Devontae was like 31, 30, and Jacoby's like 29, 30.
You're probably gonna go for a fourth, bro. Probably
the highest.
Yeah, you probably go for fourth.
Like Jacoby got it. It'd be nice for that might maybe bump it into a third if, let's say, Jacoby has a crazy game against the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, that can get it. That can do it.
Like he got like 10 catches for like 130 yards or 40 yards, 2 touchdowns or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is next week nationally televised? Or is
I hope not.
It's a regular game.
I hope not.
The Chiefs games usually be like the divisional games. A lot of divisional games usually are nationally televised.
I see y'all like that Mendoza, huh? Y'all like that Mendoza. I gotta wait, bro. I think he's playing another good team this week. I think they go into another hostile environment. So I want to see it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
all you Drew Aller motherfuckers, I'm on. I'm gonna go back in my chat.
And do you like anybody in Indiana as far as the receivers?
No, I don't.
That's the one thing I noticed. Like no one really. I felt like the corners, they were just out there. Just
hey, if I'm taking a receiver, bro, I just take one from Ohio State and say fuck it. It is what it is, and just see what they can do.
I like that Jordan Tyson dude, man. He might be.
Me too. He's but he's a top 10 pick, bro. He's a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
He's going high.
We can't do that. We got.
He's going. No, fuck no, we can't. You know how mad everybody would be if we took a fucking receiver top 10. We definitely can't do that. I'd rather take a Ruben Bain, a tackle, something like that. Of course, maybe a goddamn, of course, a quarterback. A lot of y'all like that Mendoza, huh? Don't y'all worry. I'm going back in my chats and I'm going to see who was campaigning and politicking for Drew Aller. I will go back. I will see. y'all evaluations are not to be trusted if that's the case. All right.
Bro, at the end of the day, like it's not that I hate. I don't know if you're talking to anybody in the chat, but if you're talking to us, for me, it's not that I hate Jacoby. It's just like, hey, look, if you haven't noticed, I'm a company man.
Yeah,
like I care about the team more than like the players. Really, I mean, like, to be honest with you, like they could get paid. Jacoby, I hope he gets paid, but if it ain't with the Raiders, if he's not gonna play for the Raiders, then I'm thinking about how can the Raiders, because if you think about it, the Raiders made their decision when they drafted Jack Besh in the second, and then it start adding up. It's like, why y'all not giving Jacoby a contract? He's played well. He's earned it. He's playing on it makes sense.'s a good player. He's a good locker room guy, but they're not going to do it. They're not going to want it for whatever reason Spytek has chosen. That's not a guy that I want to bring back. He brought back Colt Miller. He obviously, the obvious was Max Crosby. He gave him money too as well. Gave him a little extra, some guarantees. but it ain't Jacoby. So if that's the case, then I'm thinking about like who are the replacements. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure to click in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Lonnie Johnson back soon. He might be back maybe after the bye week. Maybe after the bye week.
I think so. Yeah, because
like mid-season.
He could come off of the IR, I think. Now, hey, DJ, you know what it is, bro. We pushing and peddling Ruben Bain. If it's not a quarterback, fuck it. We pushing Ruben Bain for the rest of the draft season. We already know who we want. Let's not even make the draft process difficult. Don't even make it difficult. If it's not a quarterback, that's who I want. That's it.
No, and he's not the only edge rusher in this draft.
But he's the best one. He's the best one.
Yeah, I'm just because I don't want to, like, sometimes you get that one track mind, be like, oh, we got to get him or nobody else. But at the end of the day, like, if the Raiders don't have a high enough pick,
then it's over. Yeah, you got
because people are saying like he's the number one pick. There's people who's talking like they're talking that talk like he's gonna be the number one pick. He's gonna be top. You think it's gonna be quarterback?
You know how, yeah. If these motherfuckers keep playing the way they playing, you know.
There's about like, I think before this game, the Raiders were like slotted at number 6, and about 4 out of those 5 teams needed quarterback. So
yeah,
that's why I'm looking. That's why I'm like, I'm thinking ahead. Like, all right, well, if the Raiders can't get most likely their guy, and those guys are picking quarterback, then take the best player. Yeah, who can be in that mid round to late? Trade up, get that extra 5th year on that QB that you trade up for. You know.
Now I will say this: already book it in your minds. There's going to be one quarterback down. The Jets are taking a fucking quarterback. It's happening. They're going to take one. So either way it goes, bro. You know, there's one down. I'm even thinking Miami might take one too. The way they look, you know, they might fuck around and take a quarterback the way Tua is over there looking and talking. So yeah. We might have to go ahead and get ready for 2 down. Now, there we go.
Who reminds you of Reuben Foster? Reuben Foster was a monster before.
No, there's another edge rusher from Miami. There's 2. There's a Ruben Bain and there's another dude. I don't know.
Reuben Foster is a middle linebacker though. Who reminds you? What middle linebacker reminds you of Reuben Foster? Remember, he was a middle linebacker for.
Somebody else said that.
Yeah, someone in the chat said he reminds me of Reuben Foster. Reuben Foster was a middle linebacker for.
Who?
For San Francisco when he was like good with them, and then he had some other issues. I'm all for I'm all for a draft Bain trade up back. Yeah, facts. Hey, real quick before I head out here, what do you think of Brendan Sorsby?
Actually, yeah, I like him too.
I like him, bro. Bro, like he got the tools, bro. He athletic. Got a strong arm.
Yeah.
And he has some big wins this season too. I think he like
maybe a little bit more. I just got a little bit more.
Yeah, no, for sure. Right now I'm looking at him as more like a second round, third. Yeah.
I see what Severe is saying. Look, bro, I think Jacoby profited just like Trey is profiting right now. Where it's like, okay, well, you know, Brock is the number 1 pretty much, and we'll fuck around and go over there. But I don't know. It doesn't explain how he's falling off a cliff this year. If everything's supposed to be, you know what I mean, the way it is.
East Coast, man.
He's getting 1 target, 2 targets a game, 2 targets, and they're not even explosive targets. These are like just safe possession ass targets. You know what I mean? Like we're just this is all it is. I just want somebody more explosive.
East Coast, where you see him get drafted? Like what round?
Yeah, let us know about that. Yeah, I don't see him as like some of the upper echelon dudes, like some of the other ones we've been talking about.
No. I'm looking at I'm just like looking at like, all right, well, if the Raiders are gonna go at a different position early on, then who are the guys they can get like
later?
Yeah. That's the way I'm looking at it. But he said he's a tier 3 QB.
I don't know if your boy from Arizona State is coming out. That'd be nice, but I don't think he's coming out. I don't think so.
The quarterback,
that Levitt, yeah, Levitt. Actually, him and Tyson are nice. I like them together, but I don't think he comes out. I think he's staying. Y'all know what that means, everybody in the chat. When Pharaoh Camera gets to turning off, that means that's his shit telling us we gotta get the hell out of here.
We gotta get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta get up out of here, man. We appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure to clock in. At this point, clock out, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Yeah, we just want to come here and chop it up after a game, after a win, finally. Finally, the Raiders were able to get a win, but, you know, we're kind of level-headed. Oh, you said fourth, sixth rounder?
Yeah.
Has some serious injury issues. Oh, okay.
I do like Nico. I just don't know what's up with Nico. Like, his shit's up in the air. Like, is Nico gonna go back to UCLA? Like, what's the deal with that?
UCLA got their second win in a row.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are we seeing is a fluke right now with UCLA? Are they actually that good? Were they just not practicing before old boy got fired? Like, what's the deal there?
Yeah. Well, we'll have plenty of time to figure it out, man. It's gonna be plenty of time to look at the draft and, you know, talk about certain players that we like as far as like who fits in with the Raiders. Shout out to everybody pulling up. Like I said, make sure to clack in at this point. Clack out. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We are going live on both our channels. So if you haven't already, obviously head over to both channels and subscribe, hit the like button, all that good stuff. My guy, Raider Rundown, let the people know where they can find you, what to look forward to, all that good stuff.
Tap in at the Raider Rundown. If you haven't seen me before, appreciate everybody for tapping in with me, my dog Pharaoh, man. Tomorrow, probably going to be going live in the morning. Just doing a nice little morning rundown for maybe everybody that didn't catch this show today, didn't get to really catch up on the game yesterday. You know what I mean? We'll do a nice little morning rundown as we do tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock Pacific time, maybe 10 o'clock, but probably 11 o'clock Pacific time. So make sure you guys tune in, put your notification bells on for that. And then on Wednesday, we got our solo show. Hopefully, we're going to be having our guy Marcus Johnson on. And we'll be talking about Geno, and we'll be seeing, you know, what the hell is going on, especially before this matchup. What can he not do? What can he do before playing the Chiefs? So appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button on Pharaoh's channel as well, and spreading that love. At least we got a win, man. We can sleep easy tonight.
Definitely. Hey, yeah, man, we'll be back. I'll be back at it again this Tuesday, the 50-50 show. Shout out to my guy Severe. He's also in the chat, man. Shout out to him. We're going to have a dope show. Make sure to tune in this Tuesday. And then this Thursday, this week, Around the Shield will continue. We'll have someone from the Chiefs coming in to preview, you know, the team and talk about what's going on with the Chiefs and seeing if, hey, maybe it might be a possibility of maybe how the Raiders could probably sneak a win, you know, while at the same time learning about what's going on with the Chiefs. And then we'll have that and just whatever's going on with the Raiders, man. We'll be talking about it Around the Shield. So definitely tune in. 50-50 show Around the Shield. Obviously, my guy Rundown. We do these post games. So make sure to tune in for that and all
Hopefully
that good stuff.
Hopefully, we not scorch earth next week, man.
Definitely. Hey, before the bye week too. It's always good to get a win before the bye week.
Yeah, because you got to stew on that loss for 2 weeks.
Oh, man. It's going to be all bad. And I know the coaching staff knows that. I know the players know that. So it's going to be an interesting game for sure. But we'll be back at it soon next week. You know, we might do this post game depending on how it goes. Depending on how it goes. Like, hey, if it's like a, we'll figure it out. Just tune in. That's why you got to that's why you got to
make sure y'all tune in, man.
just figure it. We'll figure it out.
Either way, because if they get their ass whooped, we probably gonna have to come out here and talk shit anyway.
No, facts, man. But we'll see y'all soon, man. Any last thoughts before we head out?
Nah, man. Hey, at least we can just breathe easier through the week, get through our work week a little easier because we at least talking about a win, you know. So shout out to everybody for that.
One last thing. Make sure to go to Around the Shield on X and on IG. Give me a follow there. We're building up that platform for the latest and greatest with the Raiders, all that good stuff, memes, podcast clips, all that good stuff. So definitely give me a follow on Around the Shield on IG and on X.
Yep. Fire.
All right, man. We up out of here, man. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Just win, baby.
Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.